Hey gang, welcome back to the old comic book clubhouse. This is your old buddy Rod, Dr. Silver Age with you one more time. Going to show you some more 50 cent bin specials that I picked up. Nothing real special about them, but they're just more 50 centers that I'm trying to fill in collections with. As you can see, I left up my Hulk display from when I did the Graphic Man show last Wednesday. If you get a chance, go check out his channel, Graphic Man. Just like it sounds, Graphic Man. Does a wonderful show every week. You see him fill in sometimes. He'll be in on Gratu Orloff's channel a lot. Really fun guy. Really enjoyed being on his show. And we talked about Hulk. So if you get a chance, you want to check out that, get over there to Graphic Man's channel, sub him up, check out some of his shows there, and definitely check out the one we did on the Hulk. Hopefully you'll like it. So, but anyway, I'm going to start showing some more 50 centers that I just picked up recently, this past Friday at my local comic store. It's Chaotic Comics in Dover, New Hampshire, and it's run by a fellow by the name of Jason, and he's a real good guy. Just started this business up about, I think, 6-7 months ago. So it's nice to have a real local shop. The other one, which is still very good, and I have my pull list there, is Jetpack Comics out of Rochester, New Hampshire. Just a little further away than Jason's, obviously, but I enjoy both places. And I stopped in at Jason's on Friday and was rummaging through his 50 cent bin and picked up another stack. I think I got like 36 comics. There's 36 50 cent ones, and then I bought a first for me. I believe it's a first. It might not be. It might be a second. But we'll save that one for last. So if you can make it through the video and get to the last, you'll get that as a little treat, I guess. So anyway, let's start with the books that I got here. It's a big stack like that. I think we'll be able to make it through pretty good. Let's see here. As I showed you last time, I'm trying to fill in my Captain Atom, my DC Captain Atom series. I was able to find a few more in there. I picked up number 22. Number 23. And number 24. I like this one. This one's got everybody in it, I think. You know, but I like the character. I liked him since his Charlton days. So I liked all those Charlton action heroes. You know, Judo Master, Captain Atom, of course, the Blue Beetle. Who doesn't love the Blue Beetle? Son of Vulcan, Peacemaker, who's going to be in that movie, played by John Cena. And I believe they're already started shooting a TV series with him, the Peacemaker. So I'm hoping that he does that character well. Looks good in all the parts. I mean, he looks the part. So we'll see how that goes. Now, next up, I picked up Ragman. This is part of an 8-issue miniseries, and this is number 6. Ragman is one of those underutilized characters that I enjoy. Next, I picked up Infinity Incorporated special number 1, and I picked this up because it's got the Psycho Pirate in it, and it's part 2 of a crossover. And I know I have part 1. with The Outsiders, which were, Batman and The Outsiders, but I think it was after Batman left the series. But the Psycho Pirate is a fascinating character to me, mainly because he's one of the few people, I don't know if that's changed, but it used to be he was one of the few people that still remembered the original multiverse, with Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth X, Earth S, all those ones that were around before Crisis on Infinite Earths took place and changed everything and whatever. So he's like one of the few characters in the DC universe that still remembers what it was like before the Crisis. Now, whether that's changed, whether they retconned that out or totally forgot about it, I don't know. But that's why I like the character. He appeared in Animal Man, uh, and that aspect was brought up in it. I can't remember what numbers they were, but it was during, I think it was Morrison's run. I think it was Morrison that did it. Anyway, it was in there, and so if you're interested in the character, you can hunt it down. It's part of the Animal Man series from DC. And there's another one that I really enjoy reading and trying to fill in, and that's the Starman. And this is issue number 35. And number 52 with Adam Strange. And then 56. And this looks like it has the Phantom Lady in it from Freedom Fighters. And I'm not sure if that might be Black Condor too. So they might have the Freedom Fighters in there. So I'm anxious to read that one and check that one out. Then next, I picked up an Image comic, Supreme #1. This is Volume 2, #1. I'm going to give that a read, see what that's about. And then this one here is another one. This is new to me, so I'm going to check it out and see what it's like. It's called Damage. It's by DC, and this is number 8 of Damage. I don't know anything about that character, so... And then I came across this one, and I know I have the first issue of this. Way back when it first came out, I bought it. But I did not know it lasted 10 issues or more. And this is by Hero Comics. It's Captain Thunder and Blue Bolt. And this is number 10. And I know I have one. I probably have one or two. But I did not know it lasted 10. So I'd like to hunt down those and see if I can find them. So I'm going to have to hit those 50-cent bins. He might have a couple more of them tucked in there somewhere. So, and then here's another Image comic, Phantom Force #1. This one here is actually in a plastic bag. I've got it inside my bag here. It's in a plastic bag, and it still has the card. They had like a trading card that came with it. You can see the trading card right there in the front. But this is issue #1 of Phantom Force by Image. I'm going to give that a read. And then I picked up this one is part of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. This is number 68, and it's an issue I needed for that series. Part of the Millennium storyline that was going through the DC Comics at the time. And of course, it's got Captain Atom in it, so another reason to buy it. And I see Harbinger in there. And this one here, this just looked intriguing. I'm not a real big fan of this character. I don't really hate him or anything. I just, I don't really care one way or the other, I guess, too much for him. He does appear in the MCU, in the DCU movie universe, uh, but it just reminded me of the Hulk in what's it when he becomes the Maestro, and after he's defeated all the heroes and everything. And this cover just struck me uh, like that it was something similar to that. So I said, "Oh, that's interesting enough for me to want to know what the story's about." So I'm gonna pick it up, uh, and it also on the cover has got the corpse of one of my favorite DC heroes. So we'll see. This is issue number 51 of Deathstroke, the Terminator. And it just, I mean, he's over the bones of Hawkman there. But that was a striking cover. I like that cover, and I say, well, I'm gonna give that a read, see what that's about. And then Blue Beetle. I think this might be the last Blue Beetle I need for the DC run, his original DC run. And it guest stars Mr. Miracle. And this is issue number 21. And it is also part of that Millennium storyline that was running through the comics at this particular time. So this is Blue Beetle number 21. And like I said, I think that puts to bed my DC Blue Beetle first run. I love that character, the Blue Beetle. He was very entertaining. Now, this series right here, I really enjoyed. I wish they would do another one. They've done 3 of them so far, if I'm not mistaken. And I know a couple of these I picked up just upgraded copies because mine I read through them. And it's Project Superpowers, and it's put out by Dynamite Comics. And this is the Chapter 2 Prelude book with only $1. And this stars a lot of the characters. I believe they were part of the Nador, however you say it, Nedor comics group. You know, the Fighting Yank, Daredevil, Black Terror, a lot of characters like that. I think some of them are in public domain, so they can just use them and not have to worry about, copyrights or anything like that. And this is Project Superpowers Chapter 2. This is the second series, and this is issue number 6. And they had a lot, if not all, the main covers were done by Alex Ross, I believe. And I love Alex Ross' work too. So, I mean, I like that cover. I mean, that's just a cool cover. But if you like old school heroes and stuff like that, this is a good series to get. It's called Project Superpowers, and it's Project Superpowers Chapter 1, Project Superpowers Chapter 2. Chapter 3 was something else. I can't remember exactly what it was called. I don't think it was Meet the Bad Guys. That was part of like a little subset. I can't remember what it was, but there was a third one that they've done. And I really enjoyed the characters. I love the artwork, love the covers. Here's another one. This is issue number 7, the end of Chapter 1. This is the last issue of the first run. And it's a variant cover, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe I have that cover. But I love that cover. All the heroes on there and everything is just incredible. Really cool. So many unique heroes in there that I never heard of before. and you get to see them and learn about them through this series. And this one here is part of the subset I just mentioned. It's called Meet the Bad Guys, and this is the Fighting Yank, the Revolutionary, and this is issue number 2. I think there were 4 issues that went with this, and each one highlighted a different superhero. And this was the only one I needed of this was issue 2. I have 1, 3, and 4. And so now this puts the nail in the coffin of that series for me. So, and then I came across these that I needed to fill in another DC series, The Young All-Stars. And this is issue number 3 with the Flying Fox. And I love the images around the little picture, the picture frame cover there. That was number 3, and this is number 4. I love it. I got the Spectre, which was one of my favorites on there. That was another good series. You don't really hear too much about it, but I enjoyed that series. I thought it was very good. And this is another series. I'm slowly putting them together. And again, this deals with, I believe, a lot of public domain superheroes. I could be wrong, but I believe that it does. It deals with that, or either that, or they've created them themselves. But each one, it's called The 12, and I believe there's 12 issues. Yeah, there is 12 issues, and I know I have like 1 and 2, and I think I got one other one sprinkled out somewhere in there. But again, it's based on characters that I'm not familiar with, and I'm interested to know more about them. So we've got issue number 4, and this is the Laughing Mask, who's being spotlighted in this issue. This one here is spotlight. This is issue number 5, and it's spotlighting the Witness. And number 8, they call her the Devil's Bride, the Black Widow. And of course, it's not the Black Widow that we're all familiar with. So, curious to read those. And then I came across these 2 issues of a little independent, and I can't even remember I think it was Direct Comics Company, I think, was actually the company that published them. And I know there's at least 3 because I have issue number 1, and I've picked up issue 2 and 3 here. And this is issue number 2 of Codename Danger. Little independent. I think it came out somewhere around 85. And this is number 3 of Codename Danger. Let me get my fingers out the way. So, neat little series. And then I picked up these. I'm slowly piecing together The Outsiders. This group, I remember when it was coming out, I really didn't care for a lot of the characters that were still in the group. But now I've come across some that have characters that I do like, so I'm decided I'm going to put together this run, and it's The Outsiders, and this is from they started must have been about 2008, I believe. So whatever volume that is, 2008 version. But this is issue number 18, and it looks like it's spotlighting the Creeper and Metamorpho, although I don't know if that's the real Metamorpho, or I think he wound up being a clone of Metamorpho or something like that. I'm not sure. I was out of it for a while there in the 90s and early 2000s. But anything with the creeper, metamorpho, I like. So, and here is number 19, and it features Owlman. Now, what the devil is Owlman doing in the DC universe? Because he was part of the crime syndicate from another world. So this has got me intrigued. So I picked this one up, and we're going to see what he's doing in there. That's another character. I love the crime syndicate. I love all those characters. So when I saw that, I'm like, whoa, that looks interesting. So I got to know what's going on here. So, and I picked up number 31 of The Outsiders. And this one here I picked up because it's got Chemo in it. And Chemo is an old school Metalman foe. And I'm a Metalman fan. And Chemo was one of the favorite Metalman foes that I enjoyed. I don't know why, I just liked him. And then we got number 32. And this one has the creeper on the cover. So I said, well, we'll pick that one up too. I know he's got a bunch more. I just got to go through and figure out which ones I still need. So, but I'll pick those up. And then I picked up this Wonder Man. This is a series I didn't collect. But I picked up issues here and there. I think I just recently picked up an issue where he fights the Hulk. So I had to pick that one up. And this one here I picked up because Adam Warlock's in it. But also that big guy there in the background looking kind of sour. That's right, Galactus. Love Galactus. So I said, I'll pick that up and see what's going on with that. So, and we got some more fill-ins. And this is Justice League Europe, number 13. Somebody's eyeball there. Furballs, that's the name of the story. So I wonder if it's that North guy or whatever, however you say it, Norg or North, whatever. He was a goofy wolf or something. I don't know. We'll find out. And then this one here is Justice League of America. This is from May of 1989, and it's issue number 26 of this gang. I really enjoyed this series. I was obviously a huge fan of the original Silver Age DC Justice League of America. But this one here was really, I thought, was well written, had a good amount of humor in it. And that was something different, and I wasn't sure I would like that at first, but it grew on me, and I really liked it. You know, especially any interaction between Batman and Guy Gardner, leading up to the punch. And if any of you have read that, you know what I'm referring to. If not, it's no big deal if you don't. But in this one here, I bought simply because of the cover. So I bought a backup copy of it. I like this cover a lot. And it's number 27 of Justice League of America. I believe that's Amanda Waller. But it's an homage to The Exorcist. Classic horror movie. Watch out for the pea soup. And then, let's see. Okay, I got 3 more. And we're closing in on a half hour, so doing good, right on time. Let's see. These are by Eclipse Comics. A couple, I remember, like I said, I think I have like the first 1 or 2 issues of this series when these came out, because there was like an explosion in the mid 80s of independent books and stuff like that, and Eclipse was right on the forefront of it. But this here is the New Wave, and it's a superhero team. So I had to give it a shot way back in the day, but I did not know it lasted more than 2 or 3 issues. Again, because I never saw them anywhere. But this is issue number 7 of the New Wave. Only 50 cents. Well, that's all I paid for it was 50 cents. So they weren't lying. And this one here is number 8. I love it. It's got the little blurb over here. It says America's #1 team. This one here features, it says down here on the other side, the return of the Heap. For those of you familiar with the Heap character. I know it was, I think it was part of the Skywall comics. I think it had a one shot or something like that. I could be wrong. I shouldn't speculate. My memory is not what it used to be. But so yeah, that's pretty cool. So and then I do not have many because I'm primarily a superhero guy for Marvel, DC, and all those other ones. I always was a big fan of superheroes. That's what got me into comics. The superhero cartoons, which led to superheroes in comics, and that's just what I really grew to love. Um, I did eventually love getting the Marvel Westerns. Um, I didn't buy a whole lot of horror ones. Um, I think I bought, if you want to call it horror, I bought Ghost Rider, a few issues of Werewolf by Night, a couple of issues of Tomb of Dracula way back in the day. And they were the ones that had like crossovers where Frankenstein's monster would cross over, or werewolf would be in Dracula, Dracula would be in werewolf, that type of thing. I picked up those. So I don't have a whole lot of pre superhero books by either DC or Marvel. But I did pick this one up here. It's Tales of Suspense, number 25. And it's the death of Monstrollo. Monstrollo was all powerful, nothing could kill him, and yet he died. How? How? A heart pounding tale of fantasy. But yeah, it was something different. I just caught my eye and I said, you know what? I'll pick that up. Check it out. So this is the earliest Tales of Suspense that I have now. I think prior to this, I have number 41 was my lowest. I missed 39, which everybody knows what 39 was, the origin of Iron Man. And then 40, I missed that one too. I used to think I had 40, but evidently I didn't. So, but now I've got number 25, a 10 center, way back. It's just something different, a little something. I don't have too many of those, and I thought I'd pick one up. So, pretty cool. So, well, that's it. 37 new books to add to the collection, to inventory. Got them all bagged and boarded. Did that yesterday. So, there we go. And we're just at a half hour. So, I want to thank you all again for coming on down to the clubhouse, saying the secret word, and getting into the clubhouse so you could hang out with me for a little while longer. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again soon. So until then, Hold on. Until then, everybody be good, be well. We'll see you soon. 6 to an even. Over and out.
This concludes our broadcast day.